This is The Scoop for Tuesday.
I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines. Federal air quality guidance advises seniors and other vulnerable groups around Tampa Bay to remain indoors today, as air quality is expected to reach orange levels on the air quality index. This level, classified by the Environmental Protection Agency as unhealthy for sensitive groups, can cause symptoms like coughing, shortness of breath, and worsen existing heart or lung conditions. The warning comes amid a national trend of declining air quality, with 156.1 million Americans now living in areas with failing grades for ozone or particle pollution. Orange AQI levels prompt health officials to recommend limiting outdoor exertion for at-risk individuals, especially the elderly and those with asthma. Florida is currently the only state forecasted to face these conditions today. Air quality officials will monitor the situation closely and issue air quality alerts if the situation calls for it. The Environmental Protection Agency on Friday announced a broad reorganization as part of the Trump administration's drive to cut costs that have some activists worried that it will harm the agency's independent scientific research. Separately on Friday, President Donald Trump unveiled a proposed budget to cut that office's funding by $235 million. EPA's possible plans to lay off as many as 1,155 staffers in the office, as much as 3/4 of its workers, became public in March. Camden Weber, climate and energy policy specialist at the Center for Biological Diversity, said it's, quote, a textbook move from the authoritarian playbook, unquote. And she added, by gutting key institutions and driving away experts, this attack will endanger public health, clean air, and environmental progress while undermining the independent and scientific research in America, unquote. Environmentalists in Pinellas County are calling for a renewed focus on electric school buses. WMNF's Chris Young reports they say it could improve air quality and children's health.
Leaders spoke to the media this month inside an electric bus in Campbell Park in South St. Pete. The park and a neighboring elementary school are located next to a major St. Pete interstate. Lorna Perez with Moms Clean Air Force says emissions from cars on the road can be harmful.
This location is a powerful reminder of why we're here, to acknowledge our collective responsibility to create communities where everyone has access to clean air.
The leaders are calling on Congress to invest in cleaner, cheaper energy, specifically investments in electric school buses. And Ali Dysard with the Environmental Defense Fund says the issue has received bipartisan support.
So it's not a Republican or a Democratic initiative. Electric school buses are great for Florida, great for our local air.
Governor Ron DeSantis' Department of Environmental Protection purchased over 200 electric buses in 2022 statewide, using funds from a Volkswagen settlement. The Pinellas County School District has 20 electric buses. Chris Young, WMNF News, St. Petersburg.
As of yesterday, the federal government will restart collections on federal student loans over 270 days past due, ending the last major pandemic-era relief, according to the Tampa Bay Times. Borrowers in default may face wage garnishment, withheld tax refunds, or damaged credit. About 5 million borrowers are in default, and 7 million are delinquent. Forgiveness options remain for some borrowers, including public service loan forgiveness and relief for defrauded students. Income-driven repayment plans are delayed due to a court injunction, leaving nearly 1.9 million applications pending. Republicans have proposed cutting the SAVE plan and capping loans, aiming to reduce federal student aid by $330 billion. And Pasco Hernando State College President Jesse Pizers resigned ahead of a special trustees meeting Friday. The meeting was called after the school's board did not receive enrollment data from Pizers, despite asking for it for a year. Reports showed that PHSC is one of only 3 state colleges that has a negative student retention rate, even with the growing populations in Pasco and Hernando counties. The school's general counsel, Andrea Brevnick, will serve as acting president. Trustee John Alaco Jr. said Brevnick can handle the job until they pick a new leader.
We have upcoming graduation ceremonies that need to be addressed. We just have daily business that he's very capable of managing until we get to that point where we have that discussion.
That low retention rate cost the school up to $10 million in revenue. The trustees will hold another special meeting tonight in Newport Richey. Clear skies tonight with overnight lows in the lower 70s. Partly cloudy tomorrow with possible afternoon storms and highs around 90. I'm Josh Holton with the WMNF News headlines.
This is The Scoop.
Recorded at WMNF Tampa.